Come out to the coast, we'll get together, have a few laughs.
If you're like most people, you usually end up watching the same Christmas movies year after year over and over. Christmas Vacation, A Christmas Story, The Muppet Christmas Carol, Elf, any version of Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. But sometimes you want something different. Something that scratches that Christmas movie itch, but comes with a little more edge. And you put on an alternative Christmas movie like The Nightmare Before Christmas, Gremlins, Bad Santa, Scrooged, or even Die Hard. Thanks to the internet's love of all things edgy, over time the question of whether or not Die Hard is a Christmas movie has driven that movie out of alternative Christmas movie choices to the possibility of being a real Christmas mainstay. So let's put the question to the test, taking this one argument at a time. We're gonna need a miracle.
It's Christmas, Theo. It's the time of miracles.
This whole argument depends on what you consider to be a Christmas movie. Is it simply the inclusion of anything involving Christmas? Or does the movie have to include Christmas themes and morals to the story like goodwill, family, and caring for your fellow man?
God bless us, everyone.
Typically, a movie that has a plot that is dependent on the holiday season can be considered a holiday movie. The original trailers for Die Hard didn't necessarily advertise it as a Christmas movie, but they did go out of their way to mention it.
It's Christmas Eve in LA.
The trailer also played Let It Snow. A lot of people say that the entire reason John McClane is in the Nakatomi building is for a Christmas party. If he wasn't, he would have met Holly at home or somewhere else in LA. Christmas also means they're at her office after hours, meaning the building will be mostly empty. A perfect scenario for the terrorist plot.
The party. They're the only ones left in the building.
There's sleigh bells for the visual cues in the movie, and it's also full of Christmas music.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Some people also use the inclusion of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, more commonly known as Ode to Joy, in the movie as an argument for being a Christmas movie. But Ode to Joy is actually not a Christmas song. It was originally adapted in Japan for celebrations like Christmas and New Year's, but typically it's just its own thing. Original Die Hard director John McTiernan wanted to include Beethoven's Ninth Symphony because he heard it in Stanley Kubrick's A Clockwork Orange, and liked how it highlighted the ultraviolence in that film, so he did it in his too. But I digress. McClane dresses Tony up in a Santa hat and scrawls the words ho 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 on his sweater.
Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho.
The word Christmas appears 19 times in the script.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
And John is trying to get home to his family for Christmas to rekindle his relationship with Holly, while encountering some unexpected troubles along the way before doing so at the end of the movie, which is sort of a Christmassy theme. Hell, even Holly's name is Christmassy.
Have a holly jolly Christmas.
The argument, though, is that it's not just the Christmas music, it's not just the Christmas party, and it's not just the Santa hat. It's all of those things working together to create the Christmas movie experience. If Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, then neither is Home Alone. It's just a movie about a kid defending his home from thieves that happens to take place at Christmas. You could similarly argue that the family could have left home for a birthday party or some other holiday, and that Kevin could have been left home alone at a different time other than Christmas. But we know Home Alone is a Christmas movie through its songs, character references to Christmas, and that it's set during Christmas time.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Join the party, have some champagne. You're making me feel like Ebenezer Scrooge.
It can't be argued that Die Hard has Christmas stuff in it, but does it have those aforementioned themes of goodwill, family, and caring for your fellow man? John McClane does reconcile with Holly at the end, but is that what Die Hard is really about? Does John McClane really learn anything about himself in the spirit of Christmas? If someone asked you what Die Hard was about, you wouldn't say it's about a man reconnecting with his family on Christmas. You'd say it was the terrorist plot, or the perseverance of the everyman if you wanted to sound like you went to film school. Ultimately, the holiday and the cultural emotions surrounding the holiday have no real impact on the plot itself or the character's growth. While the movie does take place during Christmas time, the thing that defines the film most is the terrorist plotline. John must stop the terrorist plot and save the day is what the movie is really about, not the fact that it's Christmas. A Christmas Story is about the main character Ralphie's never-ending quest to get a Red Ryder carbine-action 200-shot range model air rifle for Christmas. It's all about the lead-up to Christmas. Seeing Santa at the mall, shopping for a Christmas tree, sexy leg lamps. If you wanted to change the story to Ralphie getting a rifle for his birthday, you could, but you would need to fundamentally alter nearly every aspect of the movie.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
The movie simply just takes place during Christmas. It could just as easily be set during the summer without any major changes to the plot. Just because the words ho 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 are said or written doesn't make it a Christmas movie, just as John McClane saying yippee-ki-yay doesn't make the movie a Western. Take out all the Christmas references in the dialogue, the music, the decorations, and replace them with something else, and it still works. And technically, it's not even set on Christmas. It's on Christmas Eve.
Harry, it's Christmas Eve.
Just kidding. Movies having Christmas things in them or taking place during December doesn't automatically make them Christmas movies. If that were true, then Batman Returns, Prometheus, Harry Potter, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, Iron Man 3, Lethal Weapon, Eyes Wide Shut, and Brazil are all Christmas movies. Even Psycho would be considered a Christmas movie at that metric. The characters in Boogie Nights have leftover Christmas decorations up for New Year's, but it's not a Christmas or a New Year's movie. Since Christmas is not the central theme of the movie and simply the backdrop of Die Hard, aren't all the references to Christmas not just in-jokes in the movie? Doesn't John dress up the terrorist in a Santa hat as a joke to mess with the terrorists? He does this as a threat, but it's also to show us he's got a good sense of humor. Did we all not give out a chuckle when Vaughn Monroe sings Let It Snow for the end credits? And beyond the movie are all the ho-ho-ho Christmas sweaters, Hans Gruber advent calendars, and Nakatomi Christmas Party 1988 t-shirts a joke because Die Hard is not a Christmas movie? Die Hard didn't come out in December or even around the holidays. It came out in the dead of summer in the middle of July. Furthermore, I've never heard anyone tell me it's weird to watch Die Hard outside the holiday season. To that unspoken rule that we don't watch Christmas movies outside of December. November if you're freaky. I also don't know a lot of franchises that started out as Christmas movies and then became action ones. Lastly, I'll just leave off with what the man himself said about it.
Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
If we look at this objectively, the question, is Die Hard a Christmas movie, started out as a funny joke or meme that people have taken a little too seriously over time, and is now ossified into a never-ending debate. In a podcast interview, director John McTiernan has stated that Die Hard was, quote, deliberately built around Christmas, but wasn't intended as a Christmas movie. But he also added that it's really for the audience to say. If the audience decides they want to make it a Christmas movie, it's a Christmas movie. It turns out that way. Die Hard may not have started out as a Christmas movie, but it's sure evolved into one. Movies take on a life of their own. There's a million alternative Christmas movies to watch like Gremlins, Terrifier 3, Black Christmas, and Silent Night, Deadly Night. Die Hard is just another one of those. Besides, it's not like I didn't post 2 Die Hard videos in December for no reason.
This is their idea of Christmas. I gotta be there for New Year's.
As for what I think, personally I think Die Hard is officially a
Like and subscribe.